Hello YouTube, welcome back to Mastodon Comics and Collecting. As always, I'm your host, the Mastodon. Um, I know last year, 2020, uh, could have been a lot better, but many of us managed to squeeze out some good from the year. Um, a lot of you have posted some great videos of your pickups, a lot of great books were scratched off of wish lists, um, and I'm going to show my top pickups from 2020. Books that just managed to make their way into my collection. So without further ado, here we go. These are in no certain order, except for maybe the last few. But starting with Weird War Tales, number 100. I'm highlighting this one because I made a lot of Weird War Tale pickups in my Weird War Tales run. So much so that I only have 11 left to complete the run. So I'm very, very excited about that, very happy about that. I'm also very happy to have this one because Bronze Age books in high grades such as this 9.6 white pages are sometimes difficult to come by, and Weird War Tales is no different. It's a great cover by Joe Kubert, as is most of that run. The Creature Commandos. This next book was one of the ones on my want list for 2020. It's X-Men number 55, 12 center. Um, Havoc, I guess, in costume. Not in costume, I should say. Um, First use of powers, I don't know enough about some of the singular issues. I know uh, the big one is 58. But this is a Barry Windsor Smith cover. I just love this. It's my second favorite X-Men cover. Really, really dig that one. Next up, I started working my way into the Golden Age. And had to make a camera adjustment. I had to pick this one up because I looked at it, and after watching it a little bit, I looked it up and found out that this came out, or it is one of my mom's birthday books, so I thought that was kind of cool. It came out in 1954. It's the year she was born, so that's Out of Night, number 15 from American Comics Group. Next, I picked up a Joe Maneely cover. Joe Maneely book was one of the ones that was on my list. So I saw this one for a really great price. It's a solid book. Battleground, number 12 from Atlas Comics, which, as we know, was the second name that Marvel, after Timely, this is what Marvel was called. So Atlas, Battleground, a war book from the early 50s. Next up is Crime and Punishment number 26. This is from 1950. It's a Leave Gleason book. I picked this up extremely cheap. I like the banner, the title banner, and just some of the minor detail going on in the characters on the cover. Charles Bureau on the cover. Um, I like those. Some of those Crime and Punishment books are pretty cool. Next up is Sergeant Fury number 19. It's come out in June of 1965. 5.5 off-white to white pages. Jack Kirby cover. I love those red covers. I'm a big fan of the red covers. And at the time when I picked this up, which was earlier in the year, um, it was the earliest issue of Sergeant Fury I have. I've since gotten an earlier issue, I believe issue 11, since I picked this one up. But next up is Secret Wars number 8, 9.6 white pages. This is the book that I won from D-Runk's subscriber giveaway. Always a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man himself, but I was always a big fan of the black suited Spider-Man. And I never really anticipated having this in my collection. It wasn't a book that I sought, because again, I'm not a big Spider-Man fan, but beautiful Mike Zeck, John Beatty cover. Great book. I was very honored to have my name pulled to win this, and I want to thank D-Runk again for holding the contest to begin with, and it was just a complete surprise because I don't win stuff. So next up is another book that was on my list for the year. I didn't anticipate getting it as early in the year as I did. Forever People number 1, first full appearance of Darkseid, first appearance of the Forever People, Superman and Jimmy Olsen appearance. Obviously, this is Jack Kirby, Vince Coletta. It's an 8.0 off-white to white pages. I set out to get, after acquiring New Gods 8.0 off-white to white pages, I set out to get the remainder of the Fourth World books in that grade. And again, I didn't expect to get this as early in the year as I did. I think I got this in February. And I was very, very pleased with the price for one, and the fact that it was in the grade that I was after. Next up was another the one of the other books from the Fourth World, Mr. Miracle number 1, April 1971. Obviously, Jack Kirby again, first appearance of Mr. Miracle and Charon, Death of Thaddeus Brown. 8.0 off white to white pages. Again, I was seeking the Fourth World book, so I had basically a matching set or as close to it as I could. I paid slightly more than I wanted to for this, but still fair market, under fair market at the time. I think this has decreased just slightly since I purchased it, but no big deal. That's the fluctuation of the market, I guess. But great book, great cover. Very, very happy to have this one in my collection. And last, I saved this one for last because it's the last one that I got. I didn't think I was going to get it. Um, I know if you watched my Instagram or my slab videos, you've already seen these books, some of these books. But Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 134, December of 1970. It's a Neil Adams cover. This is the big one. I know in a 9698, this is pretty high in price. The first appearance of Darkseid cameo on the last page is what CGC says. Now this is 8.0, just off white pages, but I considered it close enough because some of the sellers they were tending to get a little greedy out there, and I watched some of the eBay sales, and I'm not that great with eBay as far as like auctions and stuff. I tend to go for the buy it nows because I'm not, I guess, as skilled or as quick or as evil as some of the other buyers out there. We'll say using bots and stuff, but um, I chased this one quite a bit, and I was starting to get uh, very unimpressed with it. I didn't think I was going to get it, and I hit on one that was a great price. I sent an offer, and they accepted it. And now with taxes, I ended up paying a little more than I wanted to. But you know, Uncle Sam's always got to dip his hand in, and then not give you anything back. So uh, everybody knows how that is. But that's the books. My pickups, my top pickups for the year of 2020. Um, Terrible year that is in our rearview mirror. I hope and pray for a better year in 2021. Um, although I can try to be optimistic, but we'll see. But I have a list. I want to get. Um, I guess it's a modest list. I want to get a CGC or CBCS graded book from each era up to Copper Age. Um, and I just recently, yesterday, in fact, um, knocked two off that list already. So I picked them up at great prices. I found books that I was interested in. One of them is a late modern age key, or late Copper Age key, and the other one is a Silver Age uh, Steranko um, book, but it also has a number of other uh, great players involved. So stay tuned for that. When I get those, I'll post them up and show them off. And that's it for me. I hope everybody has a fantastic year, and I hope you keep collecting, keep reading, and keep sharing.